Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture series on Microsoft Excel. In today's session, we will be exploring one of the most important feature available in Microsoft Excel called the conditional formatting. So we'll see what is conditional formatting, so that when you how do you apply it, what are the different features available under this particular option of conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is specifically used to find patterns in the data as well as to highlight the important features according to your choice. So initially, let us explore the different features available in conditional formatting. So let me select all these cells. My objective is to highlight the cells that contains or all the student details that contain marks greater than 80 in this particular column. So I select all the data in the column. I choose the option home, go to conditional formatting. I say highlight cell rows greater than, and then I say give the value here 80. So I can choose the color with which it should get highlighted. I say light red fill, and then I say OK. So you can see from this list, all those marks which is greater than 80 got highlighted. Similarly, I have options under conditional formatting where I want to highlight cells that is less than a particular value, between a particular value, equal to a particular value, or a text that contains a particular word, a date occurring between. If there are duplicate values, highlight, and you also have more rules wherein you can custom rules. You can custom rules here and give a particular format of your choice. So I can choose the font which I want it to be for the visualization. I can make it font style. I can choose. I can even choose the size. If you want to underline, you can underline. There are two different types of underlines here. One is single underline, double underline. Color, you can choose a specific color. You can click on more colors so that you have a palette of colors, or you can customize color according to your choice. There are different effects available here. I can strike through, I can put it as a superscript or a subscript. So these are different options available, and then if you click on OK, then you get the format associated with it. Now these you can format cells with these options available here, and these are the operators that is available with respect to the cell you have chosen. Okay, so if you can explore more on this by as per your need. So here let me select, let me give a color to all those cells where it has duplicate value. So it's a conditional formatting. I say duplicate values. So these are the cells that are with duplicate values. Let me give a different color because I've already given red color. So let us give an yellow fill onto this. So it says these are the values that are repeated in the selected cell. So 89, 23, 25, which is again repeated here, 89, 23, 25. So if you want to find the duplicated values, you can choose, you can use conditional formatting to see if there are any duplicate. Here you can also check the unique values if you want to select the unique values available. It is very well understood that these are the unique values in the set of 10 cells available here. 78, 45 and 22 are not repeated and they are unique, and even 90. So this is one of the methods. And then let me select it again. Let's see what are the other options available under conditional formatting. You also have options wherein you can say between. So I want to select all those cells that are between, let me say 20 and 50, and give a different color with respect to it. Let's give a green color. So you can see that all those cells whose value is between 20 and 50 are highlighted with green color. So this is one of the option. So similarly, you have various options here. Now, if I want to clear this conditional formatting, that is the formatting applied to it, you can go to conditional formatting and you can clear the rules. So I say clear the rules from the selected cell, or you can clear the rules from the entire sheet. As of now, I have applied conditional formatting to only one set of cells. So I will say clear rules from the selected cell. Let us explore few more rules here. Click on home, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, uh, less than. So I'll say less than some value. So let's say less than 25. So I want to see all those students who have got total marks which is less than 25, and I'm highlighting it with the red color. I say okay. It's highlighted. Yeah, it's good. You can see that it get highlighted with a red color for all those students whose marks are less than 25. Now let me select the row names and then apply some conditional formatting, because there is an option with respect to text. So I say text that contains, and let me say off. So there are two places or two cells that has a text that contains of name of the student, date of birth. So you can search for your Excel sheet wherein the text contained a particular value. So let us say I want all those text that contains IO. So in tuition I have IO. So it is getting selected. Let's say I want to select all those text that contains the letter O. So it searches for the entire text that is under selection, and it checks which all are the text that has an O in it. Roll number has an O, name of the student has an O, for the of it has, date of birth there is again an O, tuition fee has an O, total marks has an O in it. So I can select this. I can visually look into the text that contains a specific letter or a character, or even a set of characters. So let me choose the date format, and I want to apply a conditional formatting for the date. Yeah, so I want cells that contain a date occurring yesterday, today, tomorrow, or in the last 7 days, or this month, last month, etc. So if you want, I don't think I have a date that occurring in these options. So let me change the date to the recent date, that is, let me say 23/3/2023, and let me also have another value here, 21/3/2023. So I've changed two of the dates. Now let me select these dates, okay, and then I go for a conditional formatting, and then I say highlight cell rules with the date occurring within last 7 days. Okay, then I'll highlight it with a green color, so you can see that these two dates which are occurring in the last 7 days is getting highlighted. This is specifically useful when you are creating an Excel sheet, might be for related to bank accounts, etc. So you want to see the number of customers who had credited an amount in the bank with the last 7 days, or yesterday or tomorrow, who are debited, who are withdrawn amount, etc. So in this case, this comes into picture. So this is about conditional formatting with respect to date. We have also seen conditional formatting with respect to uh, text, and also with numbers. So these are just for highlighting the cell with various options available here. Okay, now imagine I have the set of marks. So I have all these marks, and let me clear the conditional formatting from the whole. I go to home, I say conditional formatting, clear rules, I say clear rules from the entire sheet. So all the rules get cleared. Now I am choosing this total marks option, and then I want to apply a conditional formatting, so that I want to see the top 5 items or top 5 marks in the class. So I go to top 10 items, because I have only 10 values available here, everything gets selected, and I want to see the top 3 rank holders in the class. So I say top 3 and fill it with some color. So you may see that the students whose marks are the top 3 are getting selected. Similarly, I also have an option wherein I can apply conditional formatting to see the bottom 10. So I'm checking the bottom 10. I change the value instead of 10, I want bottom 2. The two least marks of the class. I just want to find which are the 2 or 3 or 4 least marks of the class. And then I would like to color it with visualize it with a green color, because there are repeated element with the same number. You're getting into 5 of them are being selected, because I have 23 twice, 25 twice, and 22 once. So let me say 3. I get 3 selected because 23 is repeated twice. So these are the 3 marks with least marks in the class that is listed in the selected columns. This will be very helpful uh, when you want to know that the least number available in a set of cells or in a column. So this is one way of applying conditional formatting to find the top element as well as to find the least element in a given cell. We also have options here wherein under top bottom rules, when you want to find the average, I'll just clear the rules initially so that it is visible. So I'm clearing the rules, and then I would like to know how many of the cells has value that is greater than the average as well as less than the average of the cell. So I say top bottom rules, I say above average. So above average is 89, 78, 89 and 90. If you find the average of these cells, you will get something around 50.9 or 57, approximately in the range of 50. Now, all those cells wherein the value is greater than 50 is getting highlighted here. So I am highlighting all those cells which are above average. Similar way, I can highlight cells which are below average. So I can apply conditional formatting, go to top bottom rules and highlight cells below average. This function automatically calculates the average and then highlight all those cells which are below average. You can choose a different color here and then say OK. So this cell, all those values which are less than 50's range gets highlighted because the average value is 50, in the range of 50. All right. Now we can see few other options associated with conditional formatting. Okay, you have data bars which can be created here. So if you select this, you can visually see what is the appearance of data. So I can use different data bars available here. There are gradient fill data bars are there, as well as solid fill data bars are there. You also have more rules wherein you can choose, or you can create custom rules here. You can fill with a particular color. You can have, if you want, you can have a border. You need not have a border. You choose the minimum, the type, minimum, maximum, automatically chosen. So if you don't want it to be automatically chosen, you can give the option here. And the format type, if you want a 2-color scale or something like this, where the color gradually changes from one color to another color. So these are different types of visualization which can be performed or which can be applied to the cell. So this is another option that is available with conditional formatting. If you want to visually represent your data, you can use data bars. And then you have color scales which can be applied onto the data. So this is another form of visualization technique wherein you can give the color scales. The third option available is icon. Using icons, you can visually represent data, wherein you can choose 3 different icons to represent whether the value is at a higher range, a lower range, or near to the average. So these are different options available here. You also have shapes which can be represented, used to represent the high value, above average, below average, and near to the average value. So this is about condition formatting. We also have an option where we can specify a new formatting rule. You can set your own rule with respect to the options available here. Format all cells based on their values. You can format cells that contain a specific value. Format only the top or bottom ranked values. Format only values that are above or below average. Format unique or duplicate value. You can also use formula to set the content of the value. So setting formulas we will see later once we learn how to assign formulas to a particular cell in Microsoft Excel. Okay, that's all with conditional formatting.